Yo, what's up, Diamond family? It's your man Vivi, and welcome back to the VVS Academy. As you guys know, I'm here every week dropping off gems, teaching you to record and mix your music better. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Look, man, I got a really crazy video for you guys today. I'm going to be showing you guys the 3 things you can do to make sure that your song is going to sound good everywhere. Now, if you've ever worked on a track and it sounded great in the studio and then you went to play it in the car or play it for a friend or something and it sounded trash, I'm going to show you how to fix that right now. It's super easy. Just make sure you follow these steps on every mix. And look, while I'm talking about it, if you're still struggling to get your vocals to sit inside the beat and really balance out your vocals and beat for that pro sound every single time, check out my free course down below. This balance course is going to change the game for you. It's going to teach you how to balance out your vocals in the beat easily, simply, consistently, every single time. All right, check that out down below. Let's jump into the video. Here, I'll play you guys back the track, which is pretty much done. I'm pretty much in the last phases of mixing this track, and this is when you really want to start to implement these things I'm teaching. So let's listen.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide. It's on these lonely nights I start to realize I'm better up with me, myself, and I.
So cool. As you can hear, the mix is pretty much there. It already sounds good. The effects are flowing. It sounds like we want it to. The thing is, we want it to sound like this everywhere we play it, right? So the first thing that you can do is use this tool right here, and it's called SoundID. It's made by Sonarworks, and what this tool does, not only does it correct your headphones or your speakers or whatever you're using so that they sound more flat, but it'll also model different listening environments, like some NS10s or like some little Mixcube Auratone speakers, or like what it will sound like in a car or on a laptop or whatever. And so you can flip through these different settings and hear what your mix will sound like on those systems, and it gives you a good idea if your mix is going to translate well. So let's flip through some of those right now.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide. It's on these lonely nights I start to realize I'm better up with me, myself, and I. First up high. On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide. It's on these lonely nights I start to realize I'm better up with me, myself, and I. On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide.
So as you can see, it gives us a pretty good picture of what our song is going to sound like when it's played back in these different environments. And then when we bring it back to the flat target, you can hear it just sounds like we brought in the rest of the frequencies, not like the mix changed or anything like that. And that's really what we're looking for. As we flip through these, you want to make sure that you can hear all the instruments clearly. You can hear everything that's being said clearly, and the balance is there. And if it sounds if it checks those boxes on, you know, the different systems that you reference it on, then you're going to be pretty much good to go. So the first tool is to check out SoundID. Now, if you want to check this plugin out, I'll leave a link down below. Full disclosure, it is an affiliate link, so it won't cost you anything extra if you buy through that link, but it will help out the channel, and I really appreciate it. So check that out. Now, the second thing that you can do, you've seen it at the bottom already, is use a reference. Now, I can't play this back because it's a professionally, you know, a label release song, and I don't want to get a copyright strike, but listen to a professionally produced or released song that sounds similar to what you're working on. Drop that into the session, and then I'm going to show you now how you can use that to kind of base what you do off of. So I won't play it back. You won't be able to hear it, but you will be able to see it. The first thing you want to do is grab an EQ. It doesn't have to be the Infinity EQ, but you want it to be an EQ that's going to show you actively what's happening with your signal. So watch this.
But what do I know when I'm the one to let you go? And they say I'm the one to blame, but it's so cold.
Here, let's listen to the same part of the song we've been listening to.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide.
So cool. That's This that we're looking at right now is actually the EQ for the reference track. So we want to see how our EQ relates to that one. So let's grab ours, and you can see I've already used it to tweak mine a little bit. But let's go to, we'll just leave it here and see what our waveform looks like versus what this one does.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide. It's on these lonely nights I start to realize I'm better up with me.
So if you're looking at these waveforms, you can get a lot of information. One, you can see my high end extends more than the high end on this track. What I can do then is roll off more of the highs and maybe get a little bit more volume out of the song. So I'll probably end up trying to do that. I can also look and see that this song is actually a little more dynamic, a little less dynamic than mine, and it's got a little more saturation. And so the reason I know that is because in these mid ranges, you can see that the waves don't fall down quite as quickly. They stay above here, and it's more than likely because it's been saturated a little more than my mix has. So I can also add some saturation. But other than that, the waveforms look pretty similar. Let's play back again.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide. It's on these lonely nights.
So I'm gonna try a little bit of saturation on my master and see what it sounds like. I'm just gonna grab a black box and add that. And we'll bring the saturation down very low because we don't want to really distort the mix. And we're also gonna mix it. I'm gonna grab the mix and maybe go 30 or 40%. Let's see.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide.
It's actually getting better, but let's actually focus on saturating the low end because I feel like that's where we're gonna get the best bang for our buck. So let's go there.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide. It's on these lonely nights I start to realize I'm better up with me, myself, and I.
Cool, so I'm a fan of that. Now I can see, okay, we're matching dynamics, we're matching tone-wise, that's why our EQs match up. The last thing that you can do to make sure that your song is gonna sound good everywhere is just make sure that it's loud enough. So I'm gonna just take a loudness meter and I'm gonna place it right on this same channel that our reference is on, and I just really wanna look and see what it says the integrated loudnesses of this track.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide.
Now the one thing is I actually already have some effects on my master, so I need to take these off because this channel is actually feeding my master. So let me listen here.
On these lonely nights, got me.
And as you can see, this song is very loud. -8 is super loud. I don't usually aim for my songs to get quite that loud. You can get them louder if you have the stems a lot of times, but it's kind of harder to do if you have the 2-track. But we're going to aim to get around that -9, -10 mark. So let's see where our song is. So right now it says -13. Let's see.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide.
Cool, so there's a couple of things I'm gonna do to add some volume. Let's change the mix of our 808 a little, of our saturation a little bit. We're also gonna boost the output just a little.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide.
Cool, we're getting better already. Let's go ahead and grab our FGX, which is our limiter, essentially. It's a mastering console, and let's see if we can add some gain here or tweak some things.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide. It's on these lonely nights I start to realize I'm better up with me, myself, and I. Burst of highs is how I felt with you from the moment I looked into your eyes. But no, you didn't.
Cool. I think we're getting better. Let me add, well, first I'm going to switch the two of these. I'm going to put the black box before my EQ. And as I EQ, yeah, I did already take some gain away. There's one other plugin that I'm going to add here, which is going to be a standard clip. All right, let's see.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide.
And so if you'll see, what's clipping is actually the snare hit. And since we have the MP3 or the WAV file, we can't turn the snare down individually. And so we kind of have to deal with what we can deal with and get the song as loud as we can. But that's what I mean when I'm saying it's harder to get the song louder when you only have like the WAV or the MP3. But we're still going to work with it. So let's see.
On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is hide. It's on these lonely nights I start to realize I'm better up with me. On these lonely nights, got me lost in your confusing vibes, 'cause all you do is.
As you can see, we're getting louder, we're getting better. And basically that's what you want to do. You want to kind of go back and keep tweaking and seeing where we can add a little bit more volume to get us closer to what we're looking for. You don't have to get it to the same level because, again, when you upload it to your streaming sites, your Spotify, your Apple Music, whatever, it's going to get normalized to the same level as everything else there. But you just want to make sure that you're sending it at least loud enough. And so I think -10, -9 is what you want to aim for in this instance for this style of song. So pretty much, man, that's the way you do it. You follow these 3 things. You check your reference in different places, which is super easy to do with SoundID. You listen and reference your mix with another mix so that you're matching tone, dynamics, and character. And the third thing, you just want to make sure it's loud enough. Look, man, these are the tips I'm giving you guys week in and week out. And if you need a little bit more help, drop me a line down below. Remember, my name is VV and I'm here for you. Stay humble, make diamonds only. Peace.
On these lonely nights,